Hey guys, today we have a review for the Metacolle Squeak figures, which is this Squeaks over here. So the name is Metacolle because this is made entirely of metal and it's a collectible piece. It's not a regular transformer that can transform, just a figures that we display with. We have so many details packed into such a small size figures, although it does not transform. But I think for small scale Squeak, this is the best option that we currently have. So you can see that this gun in here attaches it on here, but the original figure doesn't have it. So that's a custom piece. And then also for the color, the original color is also a bit cleaner than this. I custom painted this a little bit so you see how different it is in comparison to the promotional pictures. But other than these figures in small scales, we don't really have that many Squeak on the market. From the last 9 toy line, we only have a deluxe class Squeak, but that Squeak is obviously too big to scale with the Studio Series scale or even the Masterpiece scale. Then the second option that we have for Squeak was the tiny turbo changer for Squeak, and that Squeak is transformable and it's very small. But then it's very hard to obtain. The only way we can obtain that figures back in the day was to buy the blind bag and then just hope that when we open one blind bag, we're lucky enough to get the Squeak. But that figure, as it's shown in these corners here, is very small and it would scale pretty well with the Human Alliance. Just put in perspective, this is Human's Alliance, Sam Witwicky. For the other Squeak that was mentioned, the tiny turbo changer Squeak, this will be around this high, up to the arm high for Sam Witwicky. So this will be roughly half the size, not half the size, maybe 2/3 of the size of this Metacolle Squeak here. It's transformable, it can transform into their motorcycle, which look pretty cute. So that Squeak will scale perfectly with the movie Masterpiece line or the Human Alliance scales in this case. And it would scale pretty decently with the Studio Series as well. But other than that figures, this is the only other option that we have, although it doesn't transform as I mentioned earlier. But the advantage is that his look very detailed, very intricate. He's packed with so much details and it's very hefty as well because this is made almost entirely from metal. Like all of the part that I touch in here, they're metal except this piece here which is plastic, the brown piece. And then the helmet, I believe is plastic as well. But other than that, the arm are plastic as well, but everything else is metal. So it's gonna hurt yourself if you rub this on your fingers or on your toes, for sure. So just to give him some side comparison, so we have some idea of what we're working with here. So here is the movie Masterpiece Bumblebee. Actually, it's the KO version of the movie Masterpiece. So as you can see, it scaled pretty well with the NPM slides. This was the exact reasons for why I bought these figures, because it scaled pretty well with the movie Masterpiece. Put back the Human Alliance Sam Witwicky here, so you see that the Human Alliance Sam Witwicky actually scaled pretty well with Bumblebee. This Squeak is a little tall in comparison to that Human Alliance because I believe that he should be maybe 2/3 of the height in comparison to the human only. So Sam will have to be around that tall to scale well with the Squeak. But oh well, this is the best we can do for now. And then the human figures for the movie Masterpiece line, this come with Jazz. So that the official scale for this human in the movie Masterpiece line. So exactly the same height. I would say a little shorter than the human. So that scale is definitely not perfect, but it still looks very decent. And just to give some ideas, here is how he stands next to Studio Series number 49 Bumblebee. So you can see that this Squeak is obviously way too big. But from a distance, I don't think it looks bad at all. For the lack of other option, I think this, if you want a Sqweeks in your collection for Studio Series, I think this one worked pretty well as well. I bought these figures on eBay. So you can probably just look up like Metacolle Squeaks, I'll leave the name in here, on eBay and something would pop up. It's not very expensive, I think it's around $15. but it might be hard to find. It might be hard. And then here is how it's scaled with the Studio Series Sqweeks that come with one of the Bumblebee. So he's obviously even taller than human Sqweeks. So that's not accurate for sure. I just look at the side mirror is way too big for the human. It's even bigger than Sam's head. But oh well. I say from a distance, it look good. Some character that actually interact with Squeak in the movie. So takes out those figures. We can put in, here is a movie masterpiece scale figures. Megatron. That is the KOBS02 Skybreaker. It's a KO version of the unique toys Megatron from the last night. So you see that in the movie, this Megatron just hold up Squeak like this. Let's see if I can recreate that scene. Just hope that his finger can wrap somewhere. It doesn't really do that, so maybe just let him home Squeak like this. That should be fine for now. But look at that. I think they scale really well. Of course, this Squeak is still way too big in comparison to the movie masterpiece live app we have seen with Bumblebee. But this scale is not bad at all. On this place, I think most people won't notice until they are like scale maniac like me. But yeah, I really like that look. That's so interesting. And then this guy has so much detail, so actually scale well. It looked nice in a movie masterpiece collection as well. Let's take them closer so we can take a look at Squeak. Here's the side look for them. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Like in the movie, Megatron just held Squeak by like just hold him up like this. But it's really hard to recreate that with these figures, especially considering that their fingers doesn't have that much strong force to actually hold something. So this will do for now. What do you think? Leave that in the comment. I think that's look pretty cool. Let's put in the last 9 Megatron. So this guy of course is scaled well with the Studio Series. So if you put those two next to one another, I also don't think that's look too bad at all. Like in some of my video, I put those two together for them to interact to try to recreate that scene where both of them appears in their abandoned towns and then Megatron just held this Squeak up, calling him an insect. So I think it still look pretty decent when you have those two together. Look at that. Yeah, this tiny Megatron can also hold this Squeak really well. And of course Squeak is a little too big. He's bigger than the head of Megatron, but from a far side, or if we just do some quick displays, I don't think that's out of the picture at all. That's still pretty good. Here's how they look closely together. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful in my eyes. Okay, yeah. So this guys has been out for a few years already. So if you want these figures, I think my best bet is to go to eBay and then try to hunt for him, because other than that, I think most of their website will have him from like Japanese hobby store. This would be really hard to order. I don't think they are available in most of their common website that we look for Transformer figures. Even on Amazon, I don't think you can find this figure easily, so probably just go to eBay and try to hunt for him if you want one. Do you think this is the best option we currently have for small scale Squeak? Until we have a Studio Series Squeak, if that will happen in the future. Hopefully it will happen in the core class. Of course, for core class, I feel like it's still a little big for Squeak, but that figure will probably be just as big as this one. And it will be much lighter because it would be made of plastic and it can be transformed. So whenever that thing come out, will beat this one for sure. But even then, I think you still can keep this guy to display with your MPM line or just bigger Transformer figures in general. They will look really nice together. If you want him, good luck hunting! Hey, you. Yes, you. Subscribe to our channel. Please, otherwise, Megatron might kill me again. And no, I'm not kidding. He's right there. Hey, Josh. So please, subscribe. I don't want to be back in 2 pieces. Your subscription means a lot to us.